Hi everybody, my name is Bonnie and I am the host of this video series, Can't Hurt, Might Help. But for this one, which will be the first one, I am also the guest, right? A little bit weird, I know. But what I want to come here and talk about, I'm actually going to, it'll be a little bit of a practice around what I'm going to be throwing my guest experts and the women who have really helped shift and change my life and so I'm making myself do it first, right? So come for a journey. I am a speech pathologist. I've been helping parents of young children help their young children to communicate. I graduated, I graduated in 95 and it's 2022, so whatever the mass of that is, it's like 27 years ago now. I love my job. I was one of those crazy people who always just knew what I wanted to do. And I think as I've got older, what I would say is that, and the first question I'm going to be asking my guests is, what is it that drew you to that thing that you do? And for me, without a doubt, it was the kids. I've been always driven to help make things better for kids. I, from the bottom of my heart, think that, if we can show up for our children better, they'll show up for their children better. And I just live in this world where I just hope that as time goes by, there can be more kindness and there can be more clarity and there can be more love and there just can be more courage and compassion and empathy and all of those things. But I think at the heart of all of that is communication. So for me, the drive to support people in communication is a really big part of it for me. And I've always really encourage parents to make sure they take the pressure off their kids, because I think when parents are really focused on the words and what words their children are saying, that can put a lot of pressure. It puts pressure on the parents, right? Because they're doing all this comparison and, oh, my child doesn't speak as much as your child, but they're also doing pressure on the kids. It's like, say this, say this, say this. And there's this real pressure to try and get the kids to say the words. So my second question to my guests will be, if you could share one thing to a parent, what would it be? I would say this: please focus on the connection. Focus on the connection. If you focus on the connection, so if your child is doing something and you join in with their play, so if your child's playing in the sandpit with a digger or something, just join in, sit beside them and join in and connect to them. Then you add the words, right? So you're adding the words in a meaningful way, in a contextual way, in a functional way. And if your child's hearing is fine, they're going to be hearing those words and you're going to be giving them a chance to say the word. And a child who is learning to communicate following a traditional, typical trajectory of language development will copy. When they can, they will. So if they're at the stage where they can just copy physical actions, just let them copy what you're doing. You copy them, they might copy you. You add a word, if they can, they'll add the word back. If they can't add it verbally, sign it, gesture it. You just give them the word. So the one thing I would say is focus on the connection. And then the one action would be and add the language to that connection. So, if you've got a little person who's not got any language or any words, you would add a lot of single words. Dog, dog. Look at the dog. It's a dog. It's a dog. Lots of repetition. Lots of that single word level. If you've got a little one who's at single words, you're going to be adding phrases. Big dog. Look at the big dog. It's a big white dog. It's a big dog. It's a scary dog. It's a big dog. So you get the picture. You're just a little bit more. You're connected to them. You're adding language to what they're interested in. You're keeping it just a little bit higher than where they're at in terms of like quantity and length. And I think, that's just a really great place to start with toddler communication. And my next question to my guests is going to be, what would you really like them to feel? And I would like to say to a mum or a dad or an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent, trust that if you're worried, it can't hurt, might help. Name of this video series, go and see someone. Talk to your GP or talk to your child health nurse, or if you've got a local speech pathologist, go and talk to them, because can't hurt might help. You might be out of some dollars, you might be out of some time, but if it can put your mind at ease, that's awesome. And yeah, just know that just know that, you know, be mindful of being curious. I guess I like to say to parents, be curious but not concerned, because for most kids, their language is going to develop. The trajectory is going to be there. We're all a bit different around how it all comes together, but focus on the connection and just add words or gestures one little bit higher than where they're at. And I promise you, you will be assisting your child's communication development in a very robust, very functional, very contextual, very valid, very research-driven way. And that is the end of our very first video in this Can't Hurt, Might Help series. Much love to everybody. Thank you.